Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
So I saw Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle.
Why? Why did you do this?
I will tell you why. It wasn't by choice.
Oh, the kids wanted to see it.
Even then, it was a second choice. We were on vacation for a few days over the holidays, so we wanted to go see. We were in a small town, wanted to go see a movie. So we went. The mall was the only place you could go to the movie theater. I think it was like a Regal, and we wanted to see Coco. So we got there what we thought wasn't enough time to get tickets and go see Coco. Apparently, and I will say this, if my experience at this movie theater was typical, I would never go to the movies again. I think it was so bad. We get there, we're getting the mall, and it's Saturday night. You figure, well, maybe it's a pretty big movie theater night, maybe there should be some staff on. No. The line to get tickets was all the way down the aisles of the mall, over 50 people in line and 2 cashiers. So
There was no touch screens anywhere?
Yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing. And it was so funny that we just started laughing. I'm like, what is this? This looks like it's 10, 15 years ago to get movie tickets. And also, you've got all these closed windows, like at a bank. Like, you've got 2 tellers, and then you've got all these empty windows that
Saturday
they can put
night
staff on.
is not a big night for movies.
No, people don't go. People don't go to see movies on Saturday night.
This is what you get for going to see a movie in Mayberry.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to go see Coco. But since we had to wait in line for over 20 minutes, close to 30 minutes to get tickets, we had to see the next movie coming down the pike, which was
Midnight
Jumanji. Yes, which was Blade Runner.
So there was no app that you could have bought these tickets on either?
It was, it was ridiculous. So, I mean, I'm sure I could have at that point. I probably should have but at that point, we're like, all right, well, we're here. Let's just,
At that point, you should have watched a movie on your phone.
Yeah, we should have watched a movie on the phone. And I think it was also one of those buttons where you try to get it on Fandango. This theater does not have tickets on Fandango. One of those.
Great.
So we get into Jumanji, and no assigned seating. So we try to sit place. Oh no, these seats are saved. So you have to move around to try to find 4 seats together.
Isn't it seem barbaric? That's how we went to the movies our entire lives up until about 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, and now it seems like I can't go back. I can't go back to the way we used to watch movies. So and it's full of people talking and families. Now, granted, it's a kids' movie, so I expect kids to be there. However, you don't expect kids to be running up and down the aisles for an hour and a half. But that's what it was. It looked like, remember that? It looked like a scene from The Muppets. It really did, from just popcorn being thrown and just people, kids running around all the time, people talking. Like, it was like, okay, I know we get spoiled being in L.A., seeing movies in nice theaters and assigned seats and stuff, but this was like ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't go to the movies again. I can see why people don't go to the movies, because that's the experience. It's awful.
Yeah, so you sit there and go, man, we could have just bought a movie online,
right?
Watched it on our flat screen, ordered food or pizza or whatever.
Right.
We could have just had that night.
Paused it when we wanted. We don't have to worry about people talking or walking in front of us or up and down the aisles constantly. There's a baby crying. There's a toddler yelling. They're running up and down but the parents don't care. They don't even take the kids out. They just literally let them cry through the entire film. So, but here's the thing. Even in that mindset, this movie, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was better than I thought it would be.
Did they serve alcohol, Chris, at this? Were you just you had a couple pops after that experience of getting the tickets?
I was like, you know what? At this point, it's been such a horrible experience. What could possibly make it any worse?
I'm just kidding. I'm going to get my buzz on, and I'm going to have fun watching this dumb movie.
This dumb movie. Now, this movie was really, really... let's use the word thin. There's not a lot to this movie, but I will say this.
No, there wasn't a heavy message.
There was not. There's not a plot. I mean, the plot is in the trailer. They go into the jungle. It's nice to see Guns N' Roses get a little bit of royalties for their song.
Sure.
So
they haven't made any money in the last couple of years.
Yeah. So it's nice to see them get paid. So the whole premise of this movie is, it's Jumanji, it's the game, it's, they get zapped into the game, and they're in the jungle, and they have to go on an adventure, and it's a classic setup for a kids movie. I say a kids movie, not a family movie. It's not like Coco, where it's funny, heartfelt, interesting, and does something different. This was by the numbers, by the books, made by a studio, made by a marketing department to say, kids are going to enjoy this film, and here's the beats and the points that we're going to make, because it is making money.
It's the same director that did Bad Teacher and Sex Tape.
Yeah, really?
Yep, he's directed episodes of New Girl. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the one thing he was very smart on, the film's African jungle setting was shot in Hawaii, so everyone got to go to Hawaii.
Good for you.
So it really looked like everyone was in a good mood from watching.
We need to write a jungle script and
really
shoot it in Hawaii and shoot it like January through March.
Yes, exactly, and make sure it's a 3-month shoot.
Yeah.
So here's
do the post-production there, so we're there in April as well.
Frank Pulaski, he's there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll work out a Frank studio.
Pre-production starts in late, so let's just go Thanksgiving to Easter.
Yeah.
Let's just call it.
Sounds good to me. But now I will say this: it's the thing about watching The Rock is no matter how ridiculous or mediocre the film is, he's always fun to watch.
Right.
He's fun to watch, but you also add like Kevin Hart, Jack Black. They all look like they were having like a really good time, and the reason is because they're all playing teenagers. Like if the teenagers get zapped into the movie, into the video game, they become those characters, but they are still playing teenagers. So you could tell that they were having fun, and you could tell that they were actually kind of enjoying the scenes and playing off each other. So there was a little bit more kind of charm to this movie than I thought there would be, and it was solely because of the talent involved. Like if you would have cast different people in those roles, nobody would have given a shit. The movie would have been a bomb for sure. Like the other thing that was smart is they cast Nick Jonas as Seaplane McDonough. And because it's a kids movie, he was a big Disney star. So you've got all these ways to get families into the movie theater. You've got, all right, kids and adults like The Rock. The parents also like Kevin Hart. They're probably fans of his comedy. You got Jack Black, who does both kid and adult stuff, and you also have now a Disney Channel star. So it was from a marketing perspective, it was money in the bank. So, but it did. The charm of this film was not the story, was not the effects, was not the premise. It wasn't any of those things. It was the way that the lead characters played as teenagers and played off each other. So there was a little bit of charm to it for sure, and it was kind of a fun kids movie. Like it's one of those things. Like if you see on an airplane. And if you have a child, you would enjoy it. Like, I don't know, as an adult, I don't know how many, it's not like a Pixar movie where, you see a bunch of adults go on their own, where this one really seemed like it was just families.
Oh, that's the thing. I mean, look, The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black are all really good entertainers. And when they're in the right thing, they can be in some bad stuff. But
they have been.
When they have been, but when they're in the right stuff, I mean... The Rock he's an entertaining movie star. There's just no two ways about it. He's good at that. He's good at being this funny guy or this badass or.
And they played it like against each other's character. Like Kevin Hart, he was the big jock that all of a sudden he's like, where's the other half of me, And the nerdy guy becomes The Rock. So to see them play, and Jack Black is a teenage girl. So, for them to play off each other, it was actually kind of fun.
All right.
So I was pleasantly surprised because I think my expectations were so low for this film. So if you have kids, it's a good kids movie. It will definitely entertain them for sure.
All right.